This is iPhone 10.
Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back. This is Eric. We are watching the Apple announcement live and reacting to the new iPhones, the new iOS, and any other interesting sweet treats that they might be telling us about. So, let's check it out. Right now we have Tim Cook. He's doing kind of a little honorarium about Steve Jobs and kind of the history, since this is the 10-year anniversary of the iPhone. So this is happening in the new Steve Jobs Theater. Let's listen in.
Steve's vision and passion live on here at Apple Park and everywhere in Apple.
Take some notes.
Let's get going on telling you about what we're going to launch today, beginning with Apple Watch.
Apple Watch.
Apple Watch was designed to help people stay active, motivated, and connected so that they could live a better day. And I'm happy to tell you that more people are doing that than ever before. Since the launch of the Series 2, the Apple Watch has experienced phenomenal growth. In fact, last quarter, Apple Watch grew over 50% compared to the previous year. This is incredible. Today, I'm thrilled to tell you the Apple Watch is now the #1 watch in the world.
No way. Seriously? #1 over Rolex, Tissot, Hublot?
But what's most rewarding to us is how much our users love it.
I guess price point.
We have an
That would be an
industry-leading
interesting
customer
comparison
satisfaction
as far
rate
as
of
price point.
97%.
And coming next month, cellular is going to change the way we listen to music. Because with Apple Watch Series 3 and Apple Music, you can stream 40 million songs on your wrist. You'll have access to all your favorite music. You can listen to Beats One
Cool.
Live or any Apple radio music station. You can even ask Siri to find you the perfect track. So now you get flights of stairs climbed and elevation gains after a workout. We're also releasing
That's cool.
an app for developers that's going to be great for skiing and snowboarding apps. Of course, got a snowboarder out
Snowboarding
there.
app.
Of course, the biggest challenge of all was adding cellular. You see, our little watch is already packed, and you have to add antennas, radios, power amplifiers, a SIM card. And if you don't do it right, it gets so big it looks like a house arrest bracelet, and you're not going to want to wear it. So our engineers have been hard at work, and they've come up with some really creative solutions. For example, rather than add an antenna, the display itself is the multi-frequency antenna for both LTE and UMTS. And of course you have to have a SIM card, but even a nano SIM would be way too big. So instead, we integrated an electronic SIM, and it's a fraction of the size. So here's where we ended up. Even with all these new features, faster dual-core processor, W2, altimeter, all the stuff you've got to put in for cellular, the case for Series 3 is the same size as Series 2.
That's impressive. Yeah, she was out on a paddleboard in the middle of the lake, and it sounded great. And they showed video of the
Series 3 comes in a wide variety of cases and bands.
people
We have
wearing the
a
watch in the
beautiful
water,
new
so
gold aluminum
I guess
finish
it's water
along with
resistant,
silver and
waterproof.
space gray. And we're excited to
That was
introduce
news to
a
me.
new band we call the Sport Loop. It's designed for an active lifestyle, and it's light. That's Apple Watch Series 3, cellular, GPS, swim-proof, 70% faster dual-core processor, barometric altimeter, all the features of watchOS 4, and it still has all-day battery life up to 18 hours across a mix of LTE, Bluetooth, and Wi-Fi.
That's pretty amazing.
We have two
adding all
versions
those new features
of
and still
Series
retaining
3.
the battery.
There's one with cellular at $399 and a version without cellular that has all the other great features at just $329. Orders will begin September 15th and availability will be September 22nd. That's the update on Apple Watch, and now back to Tim.
All right, man, let's get to the iPhone. Come on. Let's see it. This is a pretty dope skateboard video for the iWatch.
This is a big
man,
moment for Apple Watch, and we
for a
think
video
you are going
creator.
to love it.
It
Next
was
up,
cool. Here's something that's funny that I've noticed so far is the clicker for advancing the slides or starting the next video or whatnot has this antenna that's probably like an inch long, because I'm sure that either the receiver or the projector that it's connected to is probably a good 150 feet away or something of that nature, so they need a bigger antenna. But isn't this Apple? This is the Apple headquarters. Why would you want such a bulky clicker with all this other technology that they've totally amazingly developed down to the detail in which they spend on that, and yet they have a clicker with this bulky antenna that's sticking out? I find that hilarious. But anyway, still waiting to get on. Let's see how long. We're almost an hour in on the announcement, and we have yet to hear about the iPhone, which is the biggest thing that we're most excited about. That has probably the biggest updates and whatnot. I mean, they've got some cool stuff. But I think something that's inspired me for another video is this whole HDR aspect. 4K, not new. Industry's adopting that. It's a slow process because 4K TVs and people consuming on 4K is a lot smaller. But you got to start somewhere. HDR has been around for a long time in the photography space. It looks clearly like the studios are producing films in HDR, which the video I'm going to come up with is going to be a separate video talking about whether or not HDR is viable. Do people like it? I don't know if I'd want to watch a film in HDR because the richness of the colors isn't real. I mean, it's an amazing experience, and maybe that's what you're after, but it just has this not real experience. So anyway, that's a whole nother video for another time. Here comes the iPhone.
Apple has always believed that technology infused with humanity could improve people's lives and change the world. No other device in our lifetimes have had the impact on the world that the iPhone has.
They're also amazing for video as well.
All right,
In fact,
let's see.
iPhone 8 has the highest quality video capture ever in a smartphone.
He didn't say anything. Come on.
Along with the ISP, we have an Apple-designed
Details.
video encoder. This enables faster frame rates and higher quality video. It does real-time image and motion analysis to predict changes in the content and optimize the video encoding algorithms. So while you're shooting video, let's say 4K 60 frames a second, the iPhone 8 divides each frame into individual tiles, 2 million of them. And we analyze the 2 million tiles every second, looking for details like texture and edges to predict whether that tile has grass, sky, water, or movement in it. So let's say you're shooting 4K 60 frame of video, it can look like this. It's beautifully optimized for quality and for compression level. And this video was shot on an iPhone in 4K. It's amazing. And if you're one of the many people who love shooting slow-mo videos, that's gone a lot better too. Now you can shoot at 1080p HD, 240 frames a second. That's double the frame rate of previous.
That's cool.
Now iPhone 7
Okay, but
came
wait,
with these three
there's more.
configurations starting at 32 gigabytes. We're really happy to
32?
iPhone 8 is going to start with twice the capacity at 64 gigabytes and have a second one at 256 gigabytes. And the price will be $699. iPhone 8 Plus will have the same two configurations, 64 gigabytes and 256 gigabytes, and it will be priced starting at $799. We'll be able to pre-order them starting this Friday on September 15th, and they'll be available a week later on September 22nd. And we can all upgrade to iOS 11 starting on September 19th. So that is iPhone 8. I'd like to turn it back to Tim.
Wait a minute. Rumor was that there was a
iPhone 8, a new generation of iPhone, and a huge step forward. But we're not stopping there. We do have one more thing.
This is it.
Now, we have
Half the
great
people in that
respect
room
for
already
these
know what it
words,
is.
and we don't use them lightly. Our teams have been hard at work for years on something that is important to all of us: the future of the smartphone. The first iPhone revolutionized a decade of technology and changed the world in the process. Now, 10 years later, it is only fitting that we are here in this place on this day to reveal a product that will set the path for technology for the next decade.
You are my best friend and we've got some things to do.
The display fits edge to edge, top to bottom. It goes into each corner where it follows the tight curve of the design.
That's cool.
It has glass on both the front and the back, using the same super strong formula as iPhone 8.
Gorilla 5.
The band is made from a surgical grade stainless steel that's both durable and polishes to a beautiful finish. And look how the glass and the stainless steel form a continuous surface from front to back. There has never been anything like it.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's engineered to be water and dust resistant at a microscopic level. Comes in two beautiful finishes, space gray and silver. Each has incredible depth and a pearlescence to the color in the glass. iPhone 10 has an all-new display.
The stainless frame is kind of a nod
The
to
super
the
rich
original.
display. So let's look at some photos taken from the backside camera on iPhone 10. This is absolutely beautiful. Great dynamic range, detail, low noise. This is a beautiful
I want to
photo.
be a guy that gets
Textures
that
are
in
simply
beta that goes to
stunning.
take photos for this.
Now there's zero shutter lag
How'd you
that
get
helps
that
to
job?
freeze motion so we can get a photo like this. Look at that blue sky with low noise. It's absolutely to die for. The OIS delivers low light performance, so now you can get incredible low light images like this with a telephoto
So,
camera as well
again,
as a wide angle.
The big question,
And
what's
iPhone
the
10
price
is
point?
fantastic.
What is it?
The portrait mode feature. iPhone 10 also comes in two configurations, 64 gigs and 256 gigabytes. It'll be priced from $999. You can order it starting on October 27th. It'll begin to ship on November 3rd. So this is the future of the smartphone shipping this year. So this is our lineup for the holidays. Now every year we say it's a great lineup for the holidays, and it is. But this year is really special. It starts with iPhone SE, iPhone 6s, iPhone 7, the new generation iPhone 8, and the futuristic iPhone 10.
$1,000. $1,000. What would I do with the $1,000? Would I buy an iPhone 10?
10 years ago, when Steve introduced the world to iPhone,
For a
he
phone.
closed with a quote from Wayne Gretzky. It said, "I skate to where the puck is going to be, not where it has been." Steve said that's what Apple does. We skate to where the puck is going to be. And that is what iPhone 10 is all about. Thank you.
So there you have it. There's the new Apple products, the new Apple Watch Series 3, the new Apple TV in 4K and HDR, which we're going to do an HDR video on that. I have some questions and thoughts I'd like to explore further. The iPhone 8, 8 Plus, and the Big Daddy iPhone 10 coming at a cool $1,000 price tag. It'd be cool to be there to actually get my hands on one in their hands-on scenario. Unfortunately, I'm stuck over here. But anyway, thanks so much for watching. So be sure to like this video and smash that like button. Hit subscribe if you aren't already subscribed. And post up a comment. I'd like to hear what your thoughts are, and let's get a conversation going about kind of the direction that Apple is headed. And we will see you next time. Cheers.